Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thanks so much for joining us. Look, you're part of an experiment right now, currently, as I speak and as you view this video, you're part of an experiment. And it's actually a pretty interesting one. So, let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Okay. There's been a lot of to do about everything. And let me just, you have to understand the very beginning. Give me 2 minutes. You have to understand why we're doing what we're doing and exactly what we're doing. So you are currently part of an experiment. You are either in the pre-roll phase or post-roll phase, depending on when you watch this. This video is being made over a couple of days. It'll post, I think, on October 9th here in the Philippines, October 8th in the US. So here's what's happening. For many of you that are planning to become expats, you want to supplement your income. You want to create income. You want to become, even if it's not an expat, you want to create content on YouTube, get monetized, and make money. This video is important to you because we're going to show you and tell you a few different things. Now, let's talk about first off the basis for all of this, because it's been quite a bit of people out there talking about it. YouTube videos views have gone down across the board. Big channels, small channels, long time channels, new channels, the whole 9 yards. All of a sudden, the algorithm has changed. Maybe not. I don't think the algorithm has changed. I do believe that what has happened is, well, we'll go into that. So what are we doing here? What is the experiment? Here's the experiment. We're going to spend our good money on YouTube promotions. So there are various ways that you can jump your channel, you can put some fire into it, you can boost yourself. And we're going to go into some of those ways later in another video. But the bottom line is simple. You can either create incredible content that's very interesting to a lot of people, or you can be in a niche that you create content in and it is viewed by many people, or you can buy subscribers, or you can buy viewers, or you can do YouTube promotions. Well, buying subscribers and buying viewers is against the rules in YouTube, and people have had their channels demonetized, they've had their channels shut down, they've had their subscribers taken away for just this instance. Now, what's occurred? Well, in the world of streaming, all right, in the world of content creation, recently a couple of things have transpired. First off, back in the beginning of summer, Twitch rolled out its tools that automatically catches what they call view bots, or people that are paying a service to view their channel and inflate their numbers. And that is like the beginning of the whole premise here. That's Twitch, but we're getting to YouTube. Now, they actually, in the first month, had a 25% decline across the board in Twitch on views, on in-view streams. So, fast forward to YouTube. There's been a lot of talk about when it occurred, how it occurred, but to the best of everybody's generalizations, sometime in early August, mid-August, all of a sudden views in channels started dropping. And we noticed it. I mean, and we're just a small channel. Now, you know something, for us, it's a whole different story. For us, it's a hobby. And it's a little bit of a fun thing to do. But there are those of you that are using YouTube to supplement your income and doing YouTube to create income so that you can retire or to do this or for whatever reasons. I mean, there's a ton of them, but we're not going to go into it. So let's just get to the nuts and bolts here. We are going to do 3 videos, and each one of those videos, and you're in one of them right now if you're still hanging in there, please do, because be a part of the experiment, all right? Let's see what happens. Subscribe and hit the notify bell because you're going to start to see different things. Now, we're going to do 3 videos. We're not going to do fancy thumbnails. We're going to do our standard thumbnail. We're going to make these as pretty much common as our usual stuff. And we're not a mega star, superstar. We're just average folks, and we don't have huge channels by any way, shape, or means. I mean, you know, we're mice nuts compared to lots of people. But let's go on. We're going to do 3 videos. Each one of those videos, we're going to use YouTube promotions. And we're going to go through that in this video. We're going to show you exactly what YouTube promotions is. We're going to go exactly step by step how you do it, all right, for those of you that are interested. And we're going to show you how much we spent on this video and how it was targeted. And then we're going to do a follow-up in 5 days. After this promotion, we're going to run the promotion for 5 days and show you. So let's get started real quick. I know it's getting boring here. So how do you do it? Well, in your YouTube studio, you go to your dashboard. Now, this may look different depending on whether you're on a Windows, PC, a Mac, a mobile, iOS, Android. I don't know, but you go to your YouTube studio and you're going to look for the dashboard button. You hit the dashboard button. Well, in our system, and this is just a part of it, but all of a sudden up here on the top right, you're going to see promotions, okay? Now we're going to start to get to the pay for play, all right? And this is going on. I mean, I'm not going to kid you people. If you think that YouTubers aren't using this, if you're seeing exponential numbers coming out of people putting out garbage or putting out mundane stuff or the same topic that's been covered 100 times, you got to wonder how many people are really watching that. But you're going to click on promotions, okay? All right, and then under promotions, now you're going to see new promotion. So you're going to click on new promotion. Under that, you're going to get a choice. So YouTube gives you a choice. Do you want audience growth? Do you want video views? Do you want website views? Now, I need to preface this by saying there's a lot of talk about what good does it do? You know, are the views counted for monetization? Is the watch time counted for monetization? We'll get into that in the next one, but really what we want to do is see, is there an impact? How much of an impact is it? And I need to say something very quickly here, all right? It's important that you realize and recognize YouTube is not just a hobby. It's a business. Your YouTube channel, if you are trying to create video, create content so that you can make a living, so you can enhance your living, something like that, that is a business. And you got to treat it like a business, like a real business, okay? And that means a lot of different things, but it means investing in your business. It's totally legal to use YouTube promotions, okay? And I think that's where they're pushing you. But anyways, let's go back to this. So you're going to click the new promotions. Now, after you click on new promotions, you're going to get that choice, like I said. So This one, we're going to do audience growth. And that means get more subscriptions and views of additional videos in your channel. All right, let's see. So it comes up and it says it's going to look like this. And you're like, okay, big deal. Now you're going to add, all right, a video, the video you're going to promote. And when you do that, it says this is what it looks like. So this is just something that I threw out there just for the sake of this video, but it is what it is. So, all right, you've picked your video. So you've got a video. Now, you need to pick a video that's already published. And this is, I want to preface this. This is the first time we're doing this on this channel. We have never bought subscribers, never bought views, never used YouTube promotions in this channel. I did an experiment on a dummy channel a couple of years ago when they first came out with it, and I didn't know what I was doing at that point in time, so it really didn't matter. So we'll go on. All of our growth has been organic, and you can tell it's been organic because we're a small channel, and we grow very, very slowly. Now, so we're going to target them. Well, when we target it, it's going to give you what countries do you want this to be promoted in. And that's important because, like, promotions means it's pushing it out. And it's more expensive in certain countries. Like, it's much more expensive. It costs you more to promote in the United States than it will for you to promote in Uganda or somewhere else like that. So it gives you all kinds there's a whole list of countries you can go down, you can put them in, and you do it all. All right. Then it's going to give you, hey, wait a minute, are you promoting in the EU political community? And apparently there's a big issue about that. So, I don't know. It's out of my, it's not in the area that we really deal with. Now, the next thing is it's going to say next. But before it says next, look at that little tab over there to the left says advanced settings. All right. Don't forget the advanced settings. And in the advanced settings, it's that little tab right there. All right. It's going to say, okay, pick a male, female, all right, unknown. Pick a age range, unknown, language, etc. There are several options in there to fine tune how this will be promoted. Okay? So then what happens? So how much do you want to spend? Okay. So we are going to spend on this video, we're going to spend $150. All right. We're going to tell it we want it to end in 5 days. Now, it's not going to end on the 12th, and I'll tell you why, because basically it's not going to start 5 days prior to the 12th. And then it gives you an estimate of how many views you might get and how many impressions you might get. Okay, big deal. So there you go. Then you're going to go into the after you get done with your targeting, it's going to go into the budget. It's going to tell you how much per day. I mean, it really gets self-explanatory at this point. I don't think you need to keep seeing button pushes. The bottom line here is, what is going to happen? How is it going to happen? Is it going to do you any good? Well, we're going to take a look at it from start to finish. All right. So here's the video. Does it have explosive growth? Is it going to bring anything to the channel? Would it be of use to guys that are starting? What portions of this actually count towards monetization, towards that 1,000? What counts towards watch hours? How does it count? How does ad revenue go? We're going to look at all of the analytics that go with this so that you can see, is it worth it? All right, because remember I said you have to treat your channel. Anytime you're trying to make money, you need to treat that like a business. All right. And businesses advertise. This is not different. I mean, in reality, this is not inorganic growth. It is organic. And it's organic because nobody is making anybody click on subscribe. Nobody's making anybody view it. It's going to be a thumbnail that pops up in their feeds. So what you've done, and in essence, is you have bypassed part of the algorithm that YouTube is using to promote your video. That's what you've really done. You've said, look, I'm not sure about SEO. I'm not sure about how to title it. I'm not sure about tags. Just promote my video, all right? Now you can fine tune it so that hopefully your video goes out to a range of people that will be continuously interested. And that's going to be the interesting part. Is that what happens? So I want you to hit, first off, I want your comments on this. Do you consider this organic or inorganic growth? Do you think that other people are doing it? Because we know others that are doing it, okay? There is a way to tell, contrary to popular belief. Number 3, do you consider it organic or inorganic? Is it a legitimate part of growing a business? And finally, does it really matter? That's the bottom line. Now, you may want to curtail some of this till you see the video that goes and shows you the results. But in this first video, we're going to spend $150. In the next video, or the next one that we promote, we're going to show and spend $100. And then in the final one, we're going to spend, I don't know, $20 and one. I mean, we're going to vary it up. We're going to mix it up so you can see what little tids and tads. Because quite frankly, if you're making $300 to $500 a month on newfound money invested in your business, is there harm in that? Or is that a legitimate business growth mechanism? Is advertising not part of any business? Who knows? Your comments, your thoughts. Otherwise, thanks so much. Have a great day. Subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit like, and then keep engaged in this. All right? We want to know your opinion on this for sure. Thanks so much. Bye.